Imagine applying for a loan, not with your tax returns, not with your credit history, but with your mental health profile. Imagine a world where a lender looks at your sleep patterns, your impulse control, and how your brain reacts to a stressful Tuesday afternoon before they decide if you're trustworthy. This sounds like a plot from a dystopian sci-fi novel, but it's already happening. Right now, global banks and fintech giants are quietly moving away from the traditional FICO model. They are replacing it with sophisticated AI systems designed to analyze the very fabric of human behavior. Once you understand the engine behind this shift, you'll realize that the world of finance has just changed forever. For nearly 70 years, the credit score has been the undisputed gatekeeper of the middle class. One three-digit number decides who owns a home, who starts a business, and who is trapped in a cycle of high-interest debt. But the industry has a dirty secret. Credit scores are a lagging indicator. They tell a bank what you did 5 years ago, but they are spectacularly bad at predicting what you will do tomorrow. Credit scores don't measure risk, they measure history. They are blind to the most common drivers of financial collapse. A credit score cannot see a looming burnout. It cannot detect the onset of a clinical depression or the impulsive spending spikes associated with a manic episode. Yet these human factors are the primary reasons why seemingly safe borrowers suddenly default. Traditional finance has been flying blind to the human mind. AI, however, is turning the lights on. And if you find content like this valuable, consider subscribing to CypherLogic HQ, sharing this video, and following the channel. To understand how this works, we have to look at what the AI is actually seeing. Modern behavioral AI doesn't start with your bank balance. It starts with your digital footprint. By analyzing smartphone usage rhythms, AI can build a terrifyingly accurate profile of your mental stability. Are you scrolling through shopping apps at 3 a.m.? That's a signal for sleep irregularity and poor impulse control. Do you respond to notifications with frantic speed, or do you exhibit a calm, consistent decision-making delay? These aren't just quirks, they are statistical correlations. Multiple fintech studies have proven that behavioral consistency is a more accurate predictor of loan repayment than raw income. Think about it. A person earning a modest salary who exhibits high emotional regulation and consistent habits is a much safer bet for a bank than a high earner living under chronic, unmanaged stress. In the eyes of an algorithm, your mental state is the ultimate financial signal. This is the neurofinance revolution. This has led to the rise of a new phenomenon, psychometric credit scoring. In regions like Southeast Asia and Latin America, where millions of people don't have a traditional bank account, lenders are using gamified assessments. Instead of a thick stack of paperwork, a borrower plays a 10-minute AI-driven game. The AI observes how you handle risk, how you react to losing a digital life in the game, and how quickly you give up on a difficult task. The result is adaptive lending. Under this model, your credit isn't a static limit. It's a living, breathing number. If the AI detects signs of extreme stress or erratic behavior, your spending limit might temporarily contract to protect you and the bank from an impulsive mistake. If you show signs of stability and cognitive focus, your interest rate might drop in real time. This isn't just lending, it's behavioral engineering. From a fintech perspective, this is the holy grail. By pricing human risk in real time, companies can reduce defaults by up to 40% while expanding their customer base to the unbanked. They aren't looking for good people, they are looking for predictable brains. For the banks, this means higher margins and precision capital allocation. For the consumer, it means the guardrails are always on. But at what cost? This brings us to the ethical danger zone. We are entering the era of cognitive inequality. If banks begin to favor the emotionally stable, we risk creating a new financial underclass. What happens to the person suffering from a temporary mental health crisis? In the old world, you could keep your private struggles separate from your mortgage application. In the new world, your depression could literally make your debt more expensive. We are talking about financial surveillance on a level never before imagined. If your interest rate is tied to your emotional regulation, do you even have the right to be stressed? Does the bank now own your peace of mind? The technology itself is a tool for inclusion, but without strict regulation, it becomes a weapon of power without accountability. The question isn't whether AI can map our minds, it's who gets to hold the map. In the next decade, the credit score as we know it will become a relic. It will sit in the passenger seat while behavioral AI takes the wheel. Your financial reputation will no longer be built on what you earned or what you spent in the past. It will be built on how you handle the pressure of the present. Finance is no longer a math problem. It is a psychology problem. The gatekeepers have moved from the ledger to the mind. And as we move into this brave new world, those who understand this shift early will be the only ones who can navigate it. The future of money isn't just digital. It is emotional. It is behavioral. It is deeply, fundamentally psychological. Whether this evolution leads to ultimate empowerment or a new form of digital enslavement depends entirely on the transparency of the algorithms we are building today. One thing is certain. In the age of AI, your mind is no longer private. It is your most valuable financial asset. And if you find content like this valuable, consider subscribing to CypherLogic HQ, sharing this video, and following the channel.